Number 10. Masugakyu in HXH. Kazuna possesses the HHG, Heart Hybrid Gear, ability, but it is not strong enough to make him particularly important. His older sister calls him to transfer to a strategic defense school, where many of the students, many of which are large-breasted girls, use their HHG abilities to fight invaders from another world, while wearing extremely skimpy pilot outfits. Kazuna's fighting ability doesn't measure up, but his sister has another plan. Apparently having erotic experiences with Kazuna will allow the girls to replenish their energy or power up. It looks like his new school life is going to be full of embarrassment. Number 9. Makinki. Takeru Hyama has enrolled at Tenbi Academy, a private prep high school that converted from all girls to co-ed. Hoping to have a life full of ogling pretty girls, he reunites with childhood friend Haruko Amaya, who shows him around school. However, he learns that the school is for students who possess magical and spiritual energies called elements, and who wield crafted weapons known as makins. The students engage in school-sanctioned combat matches that showcase their powers. While his own ability in making is not apparent at first, Takeru soon finds himself surrounded by girls, including Inaho Kashiya, an attractive girl who says she's his fiancée, and Kodama Himigami, a popular blonde who says she wants to kill him. He joins the security committee, also known as Maken Kai, which supports the student council's operations. Number 8. Blade Dance of the Elementals. On his way to Raishia Spirit Academy, Kamito Kazuhaya runs into naked Claire Rouge, a student who had been bathing as part of a purification ceremony. She had been preparing to form a contract with a powerful spirit in order to acquire more power as an elementalist. Her efforts are wasted, however, when Kamito ends up with the spirit despite the fact that only shrine maidens can become elementalists. Yet to be discouraged, Claire then announces that Kamito must become her contracted spirit instead. After reaching the school grounds, Kamito escapes from Claire and meets Headmaster Greyworth Seal Mace, who invites him to enroll at the academy. Although his life at Araishia will be far from easy as the only male student among the shrine princesses in training, he begrudgingly accepts in exchange for information about his former contracted spirit, Ristia Ashdol. Adding on to that, he also must fulfill Greyworth's main request: to win in the Blade Dance, a battle festival occurring in 2 months, where he will face the strongest elementalist rumored to be contracted with a darkness spirit. Number 7. Mishiro Iroh Symphony. When boys suddenly get into places where they've never been allowed before, some girls tend to get upset. So when the decision is made to merge the elite Yuham Girls Private Academy and the coeducational Kagamadai Private Academy, everyone wants to take extra care in avoiding trouble, while bringing the two privates together. Therefore, rather than just bringing the Kagamadai boys into the Yuham Girls School all at once, a plan is concocted in which a group of test males will be inserted into the Girls Private Academy first. Thus, poor young Shingo finds himself being thrown as a sacrificial lamb to the lionesses of Yuham, who are exactly waiting for him with open arms. Will Shingo manage to survive the estrogen-soaked death pit that is Yuham? Can the girls learn to be more receptive to the boys? And just how long until something involving panties will cause emotions to flare, sparks to fly, and the battle of the sexes to explode? Number 6. Unlimited Fafnir. The GAR, All-Girl Academy, would have been notable just for the action of accepting its first and only male student, Yu Mononoke. But Midgar stands out for much more than that. It's a school exclusive to a group of girls known as Ds. Each of them have extremely powerful abilities in generating dark matter, and manipulating it into powerful weaponry. THEDs didn't exist 25 years ago, and only appeared after a number of mysterious, destructive monsters known as dragons started appearing around the world. Strangely, just as suddenly as they appeared, they vanished. In their destructive wake, some girls started being born with symbols on their bodies and powers similar in nature to those wielded by the dragons themselves. NOW the Ds attend this school, hoping to harness and utilize their powers against the dragons. Yu is their latest member and is extraordinary for being the only known male D in existence. Now he must forge relationships with the girls around him, including his long-separated sister who attends the school as well, and work with them to investigate and eliminate the threat of the powerful dragons. Number 5. Undefeated Bahamut Chronicle. Lux, a former prince of an empire named Arcadia that was overthrown via rebellion 5 years earlier, accidentally trespasses in a female dormitory's bathing area, sees the kingdom's new princess Lysishert naked, incurring her wrath. Lissashirt then challenges Lux to a drag ride duel. Drag rides are ancient armored mechanical weapons that have been excavated from ruins all around the world. Lux used to be called the strongest drag knight, but now he's known as the undefeated weakest drag knight, because he will absolutely not attack in battle. After his duel with Lissashirt, Lux ends up attending the female-only academy that trains royals to be drag knights. Number 4. Shaman Sample. Kamito Kagurazaka is a commoner with a fetish for men's muscles, or at least that's the lie he must keep telling if he wants to keep himself out of trouble at the elite all-girls school, CKN Academy. Kidnapped by the school under the assumption that he prefers men, Kamito is made to be their commoner sample, exposing the girls to both commoner and man, so that the transition to the world after school is not jarring. Threatened with castration should his sexual preferences not match the school's assumptions, Kamito keeps up the facade to protect his manhood, but there are eccentric individuals around every corner who begin to make Kamito's life even more difficult. Among them are Aika Tinkubashi, a social outcast who blurts out whatever comes to mind, Hakuo Shido, a young genius, Karen Jinryu, the daughter of samurai who is obsessed with defeating Kamito, and Ryako Risagawa, the perfect student who has delusions of marrying Kamito. Along with the commoner himself, these 4 girls make up the Commoner Club, which attempts to teach the girls more about life outside the school, while Kamito gradually learns about the odd girls surrounding him. Number 3. Infinite Stratos. An exoskeleton weapon engineered by Japan, Infinite Stratos can be piloted only by women. Its power and combat prowess are so immense that an international treaty has been signed banning its use as a military asset. When it is discovered that 15-year-old Ichika Orimura is the only male capable of steering an IS, he is forcibly enrolled in the Infinite Stratos Academy, an all-female boarding school, the students of which graduate to become his pilots. At this training school, Ichika is reunited with 2 of his childhood friends, Haki Shinanono and Lin Jinhuan, and befriends Cecilia Alcott, and is representative from the United Kingdom. Guided by the legendary pilot Chifayu Orimura, their strict homeroom teacher, and Ichika's older sister Ichika, and the girls will need to use everything at their disposal to defend themselves and their academy against the dangers that will arise during the course of their thrilling school life. Number 2. Sitakai Ikuindomo. On his first day of high school at the formerly all-girls outside private academy, Takatoshi Tsuda is called out for his untidy uniform by the student council president Shino Amakusa. In apology for delaying Takatoshi for his first class and stating that the group needs a male point of view to accommodate the arrival of boys at the school, Shino offers him the position of vice president of the student council. Though unwilling, Takatoshi finds himself appointed as the newest member of the student council, having yet to even step foot inside the school building. Takatoshi soon realizes that the other student council members who are more than a little strange. President Shino, who is studious and serious in appearance, but actually a huge pervert, fascinated with the erotic and constantly making lewd jokes. The secretary Arya Shichiju, who may seem like a typical sheltered rich girl, but is just as risque as the president, if not more so. And finally, the treasurer Suzu Hajimura, who may act fairly normal, but has the body of an elementary school student, and is extremely self-conscious of it. Surrounded by these colorful characters, the new vice president must now work through a non-stop assault of sexual humor and insanity. Number 1. Ladies vs. Butlers. Akihara Hino lost his parents when he was young and was adopted into his uncle's family. He decides to enter a boarding school, Hakuaram Academy, because he no longer wants to burden his relatives. He decides to take the exam for that school, and succeeds in entering the house management department, where the school trains servants for high society. He wants to become a butler, but his delinquent appearance frightens the girls, who make up the majority of his students. Being unable to get along with his classmates, Akihara meets his childhood friend Tomomi Seiken, the girl with a two-faced character who traumatized him many times when they were kids. Another girl named Selnia Iori Flameheart chases after him because of his looks and calls him suspicious. Still, Akihara starts finding his feet at the school, and his relationships with the girls also get better.